There's so much that we don't know about the universe that is wonderful and exciting. We really are just a pale blue dot floating through the cosmos.
Every person that lived on this earth looked up at the night sky and wondered, what is this world that I live in? Being able to point my telescope and get to see the moons of Jupiter makes you feel connected to every person that has lived on Earth. When I was in second grade, BPAA brought their mobile planetarium to my elementary school. My whole class crawled into it. They had a projector that displayed the night sky above us, and they showed us some constellations and some of the planets. My name is Cole Reese. I'm the Chief Astronomer of the Battle Point Astronomical Association, also known as BPAA. The coolest event that I've been a part of here at the observatory has to have been the aurora that I saw back in May. We had about 400 people from the public. I remember right at about midnight, it was like the heavens opened up, a river of light in the sky. It was the most spectacular thing, and everyone all collectively went, "Whoa, this is amazing." So BPAA was formed in the early 90s, and in 1996, we installed the telescope here at the observatory. It was handmade by Ed Ritchie. They brought it here to BPAA. They built a whole telescope around it. And in October of 1996, the telescope was installed here, and it's been in operation up until this year. One of our big focuses outside of the astronomy that we do is the public outreach and education.
That's really the thing that most excites me. And public outreach is everything from engaging kids and students up to adults. And I like to talk about the astronomy curious, people who have an inkling that astronomy is something cool, but they don't really know anything about it. I want to introduce them to astronomy and how exciting it can be, how much fun it can be, how much variety there is in it.
We have a big focus on bringing out schools as well as homeschooling groups out to the observatory. We also have a mobile planetarium that we'll take out to elementary schools as well as to other community resources. Every time that we have people come out to the observatory, it's always a learning experience. Even if they're just coming out for a night of stargazing, they're going to get some aspect of learning out of it, which is fantastic. We have a lot of people who are just into astronomy and are passionate about space, all the way up to people who are taking some of the leading and bleeding edge space photos that are being published today.
So we have a number of members who are involved in that, using their own equipment, and we are hoping with our new telescope to engage those folks and others in doing some serious astrophotography.
Some of the telescopes that we've got are fully computerized, and it's a simple all-in-one unit, and it's able to take pictures of the sun, and it sees sunspots. It's able to point to the moon, and it'll take pictures of it in the day as well as in the night, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It can also take pictures of galaxies and nebulas. One of the galaxies that I took a picture of, called the Pinwheel Galaxy, back in 2023, had a supernova going through one of the spiral arms, and so a new star showed up, which I thought was really cool.
I didn't know anything about astrophotography. I wanted to look through telescopes and I wanted to learn more. And so I talked to Cole when we came up with the goal of taking an image of the Horsehead Nebula, which is in the constellation Orion, which is a very prominent winter constellation. And we went out with a telescope, recorded data for the whole night, took picture after picture after picture after picture of the spot in the sky where the Horsehead Nebula is, and we edited this picture into this really beautiful image.
If you're passionate about astronomy and space and love giving back to your community, we are a perfect place for you.
Well, we have all kinds of need here to keep the organization running, but we can always use more help. We'd certainly welcome more people to show up and do some volunteering, especially people with technical skills, construction skills. Beyond that, we have member management, we have volunteer coordination, all the aspects that it takes to run an organization.
I volunteer pretty regularly, and I also just love being at the observatory. The whole building and everyone in it just really feels welcoming and sort of like a kindred spirit.
Almost all of BPAA is volunteer-led and ran, put together by people who are truly passionate about this hobby. They really care about it and they want to share it with the world.